everybody, and welcome back to SoCal Exploring. My name is Scott, and you're watching your stop for all things theme park and attraction related. If you guys are new here, make sure you're subscribed with those bell notifications on. You check us out on social media at SoCal Exploring Media on Instagram and at SoCal Exploring on Twitter. If you want to help out the channel further, donate to our Buy Me a Coffee page, buymeacoffee.com/SoCal Exploring, where you can help us produce higher quality theme park content, or you can also support our channel by buying some of our merchandise off our official SoCal Exploring TeePublic merchandise shop. I'll leave that link down below in the description if you want to get some official SoCal Exploring merchandise. And last but not least, if you guys are fans of Disney like myself we actually run a Disney themed podcast called the Exploring Disney Podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and there will be a brand new episode coming out shortly after this, a couple of days after this video, talking all about today's grand announcement and grand reveal. And that is, of course, Snow White's Scary Adventures at Disneyland getting officially renamed to Snow White's Enchanted Wish. Now today, Disneyland revealed a sneak peek of the refurbishment of Snow White's Scary Adventures, like I said, now called Snow White's Enchanted Wish. And I've watched the video a couple of times now, and I've watched the POVs of the old attraction a couple of times now, and there's a couple things that I picked up on, and I also want to share my thoughts, all the details that were revealed in this video, and other stuff like that. So with that being said, let's get right into it on today's announcement of Snow White's Enchanted Wish coming to the Disneyland Resort in Fantasyland. Now, if you guys have been following the channel for a while, you know that when they first announced they were going to be redoing Snow White's Scary Adventures, right off the bat, I was like, oh goodness, they're not going to make it scary anymore. Like, this is going to suck. It's just not going to be the same ride anymore. And I was not a big fan of it at all. Like, leading up to it and seeing all the construction progress when the park was actually open, I was like, man, this ride's not going to be scary. It's not going to be like it originally was. Which now, to all of our knowledge, seeing this video, it's not scary anymore. I would tell you guys, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, every single scary aspect from this attraction has been taken away and replaced. Now, there was one concept art that was released when they first announced this refurbishment. That was the prince kissing Snow White, and obviously her getting her happily ever after. Now, this in specific scene, they did give us a sneak peek of in action, and one thing that I can't tell, which I guess some of you guys can answer in the comment section for me what your thoughts are on it. One thing that I can't tell is if the prince is an animatronic or if it's a projection. Because if it's an animatronic, then wow, props to Disney. They did really good with this animatronic. But if it's a projection, then it's just kind of like, well, you took the lazy route, Disney. So this scene in specific, I think, is going right where the beginning of the tree scene's at in the original attraction, where you're just winding through the scary trees, and then obviously the old hag pops up, and then there's just an abrupt ending, and then it's happily ever after, and you don't really know what actually happened. Well, in the beginning of that room, that's where I think this new scene is going to be located at, and then afterwards there's going to be a scene where it's like Snow White and all the dwarves and the prince, and they're all happy and everything, and then the attraction ends. So obviously nothing scary at all. The dungeon scene, I think, will still be there. However, I think it'll be toned down quite a bit. I think we'll still see the hag animatronic, but I think the skulls in there will be removed. So yeah, I don't think it will be scary at all. I just think it'll be a part of the storytelling aspect to the attraction. They also made the Dwarves Mine scene a lot more brighter and a lot more pretty. I really like this because, as you guys know, with the Seven Dwarves Mine train over at Magic Kingdom in Florida, they actually have a Dwarves Mine scene in their roller coaster, and it looks really pretty in there. I mean, I love it. I love seeing the dwarf animatronics, and it just looks really beautiful to take pictures and videos and something to enjoy while on a roller coaster. So I'm happy that they redid the mine scene. They even put a new Dopey figure in there with they put the crystals on his eyes. So yeah, I'm super excited to get on the attraction and see that in person instead of on a YouTube video. They also changed up the first scene quite a bit, where they have moved Snow White down from the stairs, and they actually made her a spinning figure dancing with the dwarves in the cottage. And on the Disney Parks TikTok account, they even hinted at there's going to be an apple pie scent in there. So if they actually incorporate the apple pie smell in there, that's going to be really cool, and it's going to be a neat addition to the attraction. But now, let's get down to the juicy stuff, my thoughts on this attraction. Now, like I said, I was all against it when they first announced it and throughout the construction progress. We've been over that before. However, now seeing it, I'm actually quite excited to ride Snow White's Enchanted Wish, or in my case, which I'm still going to refer it to, the permanent overlay of Snow White's Scary Adventures. A lot of Disney fans have been mixed on their opinions on this brand new refurbishment. Some saying that it's really stupid that they took away the scary aspect and how dumb it looks now, and how there's all these other things that should be changed throughout the Disneyland Resort because they redid Snow White's Scary Adventures. And some are like me where they're saying this actually looks pretty cool, it looks pretty, and the new name actually has a good ring to it. But I'm on the side of it looks pretty, it looks nice, good job Disney, and I will be the first one, if you guys have been following the channel for a while, I will be the first one to criticize Disney on something that just came out bad. But this, honestly, I can't really say anything bad about it. I think people just need to accept that Disneyland is getting changed, and I think that's one of the big reasons why Imagineers are afraid to touch certain things of Disneyland, because they're afraid they're going to piss off the die-hard fans. Now, from a fan perspective, yes, I will get upset if they touch something that obviously should remain in Disneyland. Like if they were to say, hey, we're going to take away Matterhorn, then obviously I'd be upset. That's a staple at Disneyland, and you can't get that at Disney World. But there's other things that I feel like people are just a little bit too defensive about Disneyland changing that they need to change. For example, this opens up more opportunities for them to refurbish more attractions in Fantasyland like Mr. Toad's Wild Ride and Pinocchio's Daring Journey and make it just as pretty. Now I'm hoping that Pinocchio's Daring Journey is the next one to get refurbished. Obviously they've been working on the live action starring Tom Hanks. It's called Geppetto, I think. So assuming once they start to market that movie and they'd get a Pinocchio's Daring Journey refurbishment finish, it'd be the perfect marketing move to combine both of them together. And also spread out the Pinocchio's Daring Journey queue a little bit more, because as you Disneyland fans know, that queue is very, very tight and not good on hot days at all. But hey, props to Disney, because this one came out good and I'm excited to ride it. I'm excited to see all of the stuff that they left out that they didn't show us. And I think that this was a good thing that Disney did. I don't think this is one of the bad things that Disney did. Seeing this just makes me excited for what's to come for the Princess and the Frog refurbishment for Splash Mountain. I know that's kind of a controversial topic, but with the technology that they have and all that Disney Imagineers have been coming up with, I think that there's huge potential for the Princess and the Frog refurbishment over Splash Mountain. The entrance, as we know, is completely repainted to make a more beautiful, elegant, and family-friendly type of look instead of scary. And from what it looks like, they have taken the construction walls down and this ride is 100% complete. That means when Disneyland reopens, this ride is going to be open with it. Now I'm sure they'll wait a week and they'll say, hey, it's opening next weekend, so line up early to be the first to ride the attraction, but I think it's 100% done and ready to go once the park actually gets approval to reopen. Hopefully they refurbish the ride vehicles a little bit. I mean, I know they didn't show any of that, which you think if they were refurbishing it that they would show that, or maybe they're still getting work done, because I think it'd be cool if they refurbish the ride vehicles, you know, maybe repaint them a little bit and prevent the squeakiness on the tracks. I don't know, guys, we'll just have to wait and see. Like I said, let me know down in the comments section below what you think of the brand new sneak peek that Disney has just released, because I'm all for it. Give this video a like, subscribe if you're new here, make sure you have those bell notifications on. My name is Scott, and you've been watching SoCal Exploring. Positivity is key, and most importantly, remember to keep exploring. Peace out, everybody.